Hi, you guys. You might not know this, but you just went on a walk with me. And some things came up for me that I realized as I was talking about it that may trigger other people. They are things like trauma and caring for, like, forcing care on someone that's ill, and reliving past events, stuff like that. So just know that is a part of the content today, and I just want to let you guys know before you watch. Thanks. Go get your shoes on. Let's take a walk. Hi. Hope everyone's having a wonderful week and weekend. Dakota and I are going on a walk, so you should come with us. I don't know what I'm going to talk about. I just figured I'd see what happened. Oh, hello, puppy dogs. Good girl. Good leave. So, the eye drop journey. Oh, Lord. It is... Come on. Good girl. Yes, good leave. She is fully tranked out. Has 2 different tranquilizers in her system right now. And still paranoid beyond belief. I can't get near her. Now she even knows what's up. Like, she's anticipating me. And she's starting to learn to, like, lay on the opposite side so that I can't get to her eye. So I'm currently attempting to go on a walk with her to maybe get off some nervous energy, and then maybe she'll go to sleep, because I don't even need her to have her eye open to do it. I just need to put it, like, on the crack of her eye or in the corner of her eye, so when she just opens it, it goes in. But she's, like, got, like, a sixth sense about when something's getting close to her face, and she's always been that way. Trying to deal with her ears is, like, just an enormous problem too. Come on, sweet girl. Getting turned around here. Okay, come on. So I'm trying to do this one-handed, so I'm sorry I'm putting you in my face. We're gonna go for a little longer walk today. And thought I'd let you guys come along too if you want to. Come on, go. She's still acting nervous too. There's someone over here doing some construction, and she's hiding behind me. Oh my goodness, the puppies are out today. Good leave. She's doing a good job on that. Aren't you, girlfriend? She's watching. She's listening to the noises. But her tail is kind of... She's got her kind of I'm on edge. I don't know what that is look. Good girl. You want to watch for a second? Wait for her to show relaxed state maybe here. And they're digging a trench. Are you ready? Good girl. Yeah. Good, relax. Yeah, she's just super sensitive to everything around her. Sounds like somebody else I know. Me. So that could definitely be a reflection of her owner. You're still watching? But I can tell the tranks are starting to work a little bit because her third eye is, like, halfway closed. But she's just fighting it. She won't cave in. So I've been trying to do, like, a little desensitization too, where I, like, hold the bottle close to her face and praise her and give her a treat for letting it be close and getting a little closer and a little closer. I was actually able to touch her face earlier, but then she quickly had enough and was like, I think you're gonna, go for it soon. So we just stopped and took a break. It's not worth it. Ooh, there's a lot of cars right near. Let's get on the sidewalk. Don't forget, if you're walking, got hair in my mouth, stay on a sidewalk. And don't look at your phone if you can. I don't need anyone getting hurt. I don't want anyone to get hurt. Okay, so let's see. What are things going on? The grief is better with the loss of Sarah the last couple days. It was really, really prevalent Christmas afternoon in my head. It was a real struggle to stay present and not dwell on this absent spirit that felt like the room was like loud, but because that sound, her laugh, her energy was missing, it just felt empty. And it took some time to kind of get out of my head space to where I could like interact with other people and you know, and I was trying really, really hard. Let's let this car go. And then the 2 days after Christmas was so tough. I just wanted to like lay in bed and not do anything. All I could do was think about her. Want to sniff this? Really kind of getting back into those moments where I was reliving things, right? I was right there, back reliving in the moment. Come on, girl. Oh, leave that. No. And just not even really present at all. I'll get this guy's space. Oh, we got lots of people coming. Here, we'll stop and let him go by. Good girl. Stay. Hi. Leaf. She's very friendly. She's just super nervous. Yeah. Baby. Yeah. She. Want to get a little easier. You want to go say hi? Come get hugged, honey. She's also on tranquilizers right now because we're trying to do eye drops. That's all right. Well, she does. I'm brand new. Yeah. Okay. I think we'll go. Well, let's wait for the car and then we'll go around. Go around. Sure. I'll just wait for the car. I'll go this way. Okay. Sounds good. Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye. You have a good day. You too. Good girl. Come on. Come on. She's still watching it. She doesn't like new people looking at her. Like when people come into the house, I have to tell them, just completely ignore her. Don't make eye contact. Let her sniff her. Let her come to you. She likes to talk to them. And then within 20 minutes, if they do that, she's like curled up next to them on their lap. But this individual wanted to crouch down and look her dead in the eye and reach a hand out, and that is the opposite of what she needs. She almost needed him to turn his back and look the other way. And I think it's a man. She seems to be shyer around men too, not just than women. She's quicker to warm up to women. So, but she did okay. She just said hi from a distance, and it was one of those like, I see you, but I don't really want you to say hi to me kind of talks. Hey, where are you going? Come on, honey. We're not so much on a smelly walk today. Got some chickies. Okay, so what was I saying? Oh, grief. Sarah. Yeah, the couple days after Christmas were the worst. I just wanted to be alone to cry too. I wanted, as much as what am I trying to say? Sometimes I just want to be by myself and cry. I mean, that's all there is to it, I guess. And let it out. And I've kind of learned that I have to let that process happen before I can move on. And so I just gave myself a couple days to feel it and let it be. I was just really sad. I was really sad. That's all I can describe it as. And I just missed her so much. And I just embraced it and let myself be sad and cried, and I talked to her a lot. There was one afternoon I was by myself and I talked to whoever, hopefully Sarah, for like 30 minutes. And at first it was sad. At first it was like, you're supposed to be here. I know it's not your fault. Why did the universe do this? Of course, then you have to realize that bad things happen to everyone, and it's a universal thing. No one will ever not have a bad thing happen to them. And it's either you pick yourself up and you get something out of it and you learn from it, or you let it crush you. And that's kind of what's kept me continually going. Come on, honey. Good girl, yes. Yeah. I get to keep living for her. So yeah, the conversation kind of started out like that, and I cried, I wailed a little bit. And then I started thinking of funny things like, okay, if you're listening to me, do you know everything now? Right? Like, I started having these like big philosophical questions come out that like, I was like, oh, maybe she could answer them. Come to me in my dreams and answer the question for me. Hey, girlfriend, there's some really interesting smells. She's a smeller. I think I've mentioned this before. I kind of want to do some scent training with her. I've done a little bit. She loves it. But I don't know if I could ever completely trust her off leash because, oh, there goes my glasses. Her nose dominates. And I don't know when she's really on a scent, especially if it's like a rat or some kind of rodent. So this is, I almost wonder if there's a little terrier in her. She is so focused she can't hear me, but I recognize that in her personality. And so if the only time I've like had her off leash is at the beach, and even at that I had a humongous long training lead on that dragged behind her so that I could, if it looked like someone was coming close that she wanted to go investigate, I could put my foot down on it. Come on, honey. It's gonna be a long walk because we're stopping to smell the roses today. So that I could step on the leash if she decided, if it looked like she was just gonna take off and not follow my direction. Or if, yeah, usually I can, that's pokey, honey. Don't poke no, let's get away from that bush. That's a very stabby bush. It had like big long spikes on it. You don't need to get stabbed again. Which I'm wondering if that's what happened. We have like a Oregon grape and it's got very pokey, leaves and like almost like thorn-like edges on the leaves. And she takes after the squirrels and she'll run head first in those bushes. And so I'm guessing that that's probably what happened. And she got a little scratch. Right now, her eye doesn't really look any better to me, but it doesn't look any worse. We've only had 3 doses of medication, so I'm not too worried yet. And hopefully this next dose will go easier now that she's got a little energy out. Yeah. But the last few days have been better. I've been very much more present in the moment. Able to kind of be happy again. Keep going with life. Look forward to things. And so I'm just going to accept. That's one of the hard parts about this journey is I'm realizing that this is always going to be a thing. I'm always going to be grieving. It will always be there. I didn't really think of that before, of how really it's almost like grief is a person that walks alongside you the rest of your life. And every once in a while, they make themselves known more so. Like they're always there. and it's all like it's always an underlying thing you're aware of. Like there's not a second during the day that I don't think about her or what happened. And there was some real trauma. We went through some really rough trauma with all of that. Across the street for these ladies and their puppy dog. Some things that Josh and I went through that no one else had to go through with her in the hospital. And it was the worst thing I've ever had to do. We had to hold her down while she was kicking and screaming. And she was looking at us in a way that was like, you are not hearing what I'm saying. I want you to let me go and for them to stop doing what they're doing. And we couldn't let her go. So I was like, the whole time, Josh and I were like, I think praying in our heads, please don't remember this. Please don't remember this. Locking eyes, looking at each other, crying while Sarah's crying and screaming and kicking. And just freaking felt like the worst betrayal of our lives. So we had to do things with her that no one else had to do. And it sits in the background. It's heavy. It's heavy. In fact, now that I'm saying it and I'm kind of like thinking about it, I'll probably put a quick little note that there might be a trigger for people with trauma, because it was, yeah. And I'm kind of realizing that I feel like I'm almost ready to move past a grief counselor, because I feel like I have a pretty good, like for now anyway, not that it won't be bad again, but like a pretty good handle on healthily grieving, right? Like I let it come, I give myself space to feel it, I let myself process it, and then I can move forward. And it sucks. It sucks because I know it's gonna come again. Like that's part of this like new reality. It's gonna happen again. It's gonna come again, and it will never go away, ever. But there are things beyond the grief that are starting to outweigh that. Other parts of my life, other relationships that I have, that the traumas we experienced with Sarah while we were forcing treatment on her at times for her own good. There's a lot of childhood baggage and trauma that I am trying to process, and I've never dealt with it. Well, I've dealt with it in a way of like, I could talk to Sarah about it, and now she's not here to talk about it. She's not here. I mean, I could talk to her in spirit. I can do what I did the other day and like just have a conversation with her, but like, it's not necessarily, I'm not getting like the feedback or the take a deep breath and calm down, or the I'm in this with you to support you. I've experienced the same thing and I know exactly what you're talking about, and I'm here to give you a hug. I don't get that anymore. I don't have, and I want my husband is definitely a person that I have that relationship with, but it's different than a sister. It's different than your sister that's your best friend. And so now as like relationships are being renavigated and boundaries are being set. I don't have her foundation, right? Come on, honey. Come on, girl. There's a little girl. He's like, that's such a cute doggy. So yeah, I don't have her foundation anymore. So I'm thinking, I think I'm almost ready to find an actual counselor, like a real, like a, maybe even a trauma counselor. Because that's where I feel like my emotions are going now too. And I don't want to have to dump all that on Jared all the time. Like with Sarah, it was like it was a balance, you know? Like if I couldn't talk to her, I could talk to him, or I could talk to both. Because he's trying to take on some extra role, right? And I don't want to crack him. I don't want to crack him with all my baggage. And I know you're listening, babe. And you would say to tell you everything. And I will, but I don't want to always be dumping on you. Because that's a lot of emotional baggage for you. That's not fair to you. So we actually talked about this. We had a date night last night. It was so much fun. We talked about it a little bit at dinner, and I mentioned maybe this very thing of like feeling like I might be ready to like shift to a different kind of therapist soon. At least one more grief counseling session. Oh, we're on Tree Way here. There's lots of smelly things along this street. I'm not in a rush today, so clearly, because we're at a 20-minute walk. Good job, everyone. You probably have made it farther than me. We're not gonna smell that. That's disgusting. Nope. If you guys, I hope by talking about this stuff, it's helpful for someone else, that like you're like, oh my God, I was feeling the same way, but I didn't know how to put it into words. Or you've made a connection like, oh wait, maybe that's what's going on for me. And I don't feel alone. Not feeling alone in this. Grief is so hush, 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 hush. Don't talk about it. Move on. Don't talk about it. Which is, it's unhealthy. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to be mad. It's okay to be silly and happy and joyous. And you have to feel all those things to be able to be yourself. If you bottle up the sadness, then all you will be is sad, right? Acknowledge that you are sad. That was hard. I spent a lot of time the couple of days before Christmas that I had such a hard time acknowledging, trying to figure out what the feeling was, right? I was like, I don't want to do anything. I just want to lay here. I want to play a game, but I don't want to play a game. I want to just lay here, but I want to do something, but I just want to lay here. And I don't really have the will to do anything else. What is that feeling? I think I'm sad. And once I was able to put a name to it and realize it, I kind of was able to focus on that and kind of open up my emotions to the sadness and let it come forth. And that's when I really started to let it out and cry. And once that happened, oh my God, I felt so much better. And there was room for joy and room for other people. I don't have room for other people when I keep it in. And other people are important right now. Because then also, if I keep it in, then I can't handle other people's emotions either. And then I just seem like a grumpy old lady. Right, girlfriend? Hopefully you will take a nap and I will be able to just squeeze a little drop in. Thanks for talking to me, everyone. That was a little bit heavier than I thought it was going to be. I don't honestly plan any of this. It's very spur of the moment. Whatever comes to my mind, I just spit it out. I'm almost home, so take some deep breaths. All that processing is hard work too. Right, girl? All those realizations. Lettuce, honey. Come on. Come on, baby. Dakota, come. Yes. Okay. I'm gonna let you guys go. You guys have a wonderful day. I hope that was helpful for someone. That's my only wish. That we do it together and not alone. We find this path in life together. You guys have a wonderful day. Adios.